Let's send things to Cleveland. We're going to take a look at the quarterbacks. Rob Metzger, Kate Seifert joining us outside the stadium tonight in that frigid cold. Guys.
Kate, I'm happy to join you from Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Racetrack. This is the 14th year for this award show, and we've been here for the last 5. And I'm going to give you a look right now at what these folks are coming here hoping to win tonight. Take a look at these awards. And we've got awards for just about everything you can imagine. We have offensive and defensive linemen. Their awards called the Blocks of Granite Awards. We also have special teams. We've got one for the most electrifying play.
They've got a favorable schedule going.
They sure do.
Yeah, and we're going to hear now from Freddie Kitchens, of course, first-year head coach with the Cleveland Browns.
Kate, good evening from St. Florian Hall. The music is playing, and folks are filing in here for the Lou Holtz Upper Ohio Valley Hall of Fame induction ceremony, the 20th year now, and I just got out of a press conference with this year's inductees, and each one of them echoing the sentiment of just what an honor it is to be recognized by such an organization in such a special area as the Ohio Valley. And of course, we've got folks being recognized from the area of sports, but also business and the military. Virginia Conklin, a World War II veteran. She was with the Coast Guard SPARS Division back in World War II. Merrill Hodge will receive the Distinguished American of the Year award. That award won last year by Franco Harris, and Merrill Hodge was sharing a story that he's actually followed Franco Harris in a couple of things, this award, and also he got his locker when he joined the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Check your calendars. It's Wednesday, but we did have a football game in the Ohio Valley tonight. Weirton Madonna hosting the Bulldogs of Bridgeport. Madonna currently holding the 16th and final playoff spot. Heading out onto the field tonight. First, it's a screen pass. Santino Arlia finding Thomas Sessi. He scores a touchdown. It's Arlia to Sessi again, this time to the left. 59 yards later, Madonna goes up 12-0. Sessi heading down the sideline there, staying in bounds and hitting pay dirt. And finally, you're going to want to DVR this. Hit record right now. Watch it back later. It's Arlia to Sessi again. And take a look at this grab. Oh, shades of Odell Beckham Jr. Great catch by Sessi. Madonna rolls in this one, 32-14 over Bridgeport. Not a lot to cheer about so far this season for the Buccos, but a good night to watch. Ke'Bryan Hayes making his major league debut. Hayes first flashes that glove in the second inning. He's supposed to be an exceptional defender. Ranges to his left, a 5-3 putout in inning number 2. Later in the inning, his first at bat, not a hit, but it's productive. The ground out moves Colin Moran to third. Moran would later score. He strikes out his next at bat, and then this in the top of the 6th. There it is. Hayes banging a double off the wall in left. That's his first big league hit, his first RBI, and right now it's 6-5 Cubbies, but the game has been delayed due to rain in the bottom of the 8th.
Kate, about 15 minutes ago, things really started to wind down here outside the Millsop Community Center, but right after that, some members of the Native American community locally here from Weirton just came to the rally, and we're going to pan over and just take a look at them now. They've been engaged in a discussion with Michael Keffer. Keffer, of course, is the one who organized this rally, and he's been on the microphone for the majority of this. And in this discourse that just happened a moment ago, he said that if they had to get rid of the logo, then they could, but he's worried about the name and more worried about the name. That's a different message than we were getting earlier today, but like I said, he has been confronted now by members of the Native American community here in Weirton. Yes, people who do not want to see the mascot phased out are expected to attend tonight's meeting. I was speaking with the organizer of last week's rally, and he said that he's got a number of questions he wants to raise to the Board of Education today. Namely, did the Board of Education have anything to do with the decision to phase out that logo? And here's a look at that logo. It's a cartoon Native American with red skin wielding a tomahawk, and that's something that some groups say is racist. The high school administration has said that is a racially insensitive logo, and they're going to begin phasing it out. However, on the other side, people are saying, no, that's part of Weir High's history, and they don't want to see it gone. In fact, it's been on uniforms very recently. In fact, we were told last week that the bowling team just purchased uniforms that had that logo as part of it. So we're going to get to the bottom of things here, and hopefully the Board of Education, somebody or the superintendent will speak to us tonight. Kate, good evening to you. The president taking the podium about 3:45 this afternoon. This was all part of the Shale Insight Conference. That is a coalition that brings together oil and gas producers and workers from the tri-state area, of course, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. Now, in his speech that lasted for about an hour, President Trump touted the possibility of a cracker plant in Dilly's Bottom. Let's take a listen.
To help us break it all down, we're joined by political analyst Mike McTague. He's from Ohio University Eastern. Mike, thanks for being with us again.
My pleasure.
And you and I had this discussion in 2016, and this feels a lot like 2016, doesn't it so far? Kate, Chief Culbertson, thank you so much. Let's go now to Tyler Madden. He is covering that Wintersville tornado and the damage therein. Tyler.
We'll send things back to you.
All right, Tyler, thanks so much. Tyler and Kate on scene right now. Clara Neal's out there, too. We have more coverage coming up in just a little bit, and tonight at 10 and after the Olympics on WTOV 9. Let's go now back to Brian Ivy.
I don't